Hello, family. So I'm not exactly happy, to be honest. Right now, I'm not exactly happy. I'm so angry and I'm so mad at myself because I have recorded the whole of this video only to figure out that my camera was not recording. This is so painful. But anyway, guys, let's just do this. Let's just get this over with. Today we want to look at prime factors. This is what we're going to be looking at. Sorry, don't mind my highlighting. Like I said, I'm tired. But anyway, we're going to get good quality lecture. Alright, so we want to look at prime factors. So I want us to look at everything, prime factors, and see how this thing actually works. So, what is a prime factor? Before we talk about the definition of prime factors, I want us to look at the definition of a factor. So a factor is a whole number that divides another number exactly without leaving a remainder. What is an example? The factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. All of these numbers can divide into 12 without leaving a remainder. So 6 into 12 is 2, 4 into 12 is 3. There's no remainder there. So that's what we call a factor of 12. So factors are whole numbers that divides another number exactly without leaving a remainder. Now, when we're looking at these numbers that we see, the factors of 12, you can see that we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, we have 4, we have 6, we have 12. All of these are factors of 12. And remember, we talked about prime numbers, and we said a prime number is a number that can only be divided by 1 and itself without leaving a remainder, right? So 3 can only be divided by 1 and 3. There's no other number that can divide 3 without leaving a remainder, right? 5 can only be divided by 1 and 5. There is no other number that can divide 5 and not leave a remainder. So these are what we call prime numbers. So we can look at the factors of 12 that we have here, and then we can see that of these factors of 12, 2 and 3 are the prime numbers on that list. So 2 and 3 are the prime factors of 12. I don't know if that is getting into your ears. So now, if you are asked to list the prime factors of the following numbers, 15, 18, 24, right? What do? Step number 1. It's easy, right? It's easy. Step number 1 is find the smallest prime factor. Remember, we said 1 is not a prime number. So 1 is not a prime number. So you find the smallest prime factor. So let's start with 15. You want to find the prime numbers, the prime factors of 15. You first find the smallest prime number that gets into 15. That's what we want to find the first. And then after that, you divide 15 by that smallest prime factor, and then you keep doing that with the answer that you get. So if you divide 15 by 3, you get 5, and then you divide by 5, which is the smallest prime factor, which is like the only prime factor really. So you're going to see how all of these things work out when we do the calculation. So it's easy. Don't stop the video now. Don't stop now. Let's go. Prime factors of 15. So the first step is to find the smallest prime factor, which is not 1. In this case, the smallest number that can divide into 15 is what? 1, we said we don't want it. 2 into 15, it will not give us an answer that without a reminder. 3 into 15, we get 5. So 3 is the smallest prime number that can get into 15. So that's the number that we are dealing with. After we find that number, what we do is we divide 15 divided by that number. So the answer that we get, we divide it again by the smallest prime factor. So 3 into 15, we get 5. The smallest prime factor that can get into 5, and the only prime number that is there that can divide into 5 without leaving a remainder, it's just 5. So 5 into 5, then you get 1. So after you get that, you keep dividing until you get this one here. So after you get that, you can see that 3 and 5 are the prime factors of 15. So if you say 3 times 5, you get 15. So if you multiply 3 and 5, the product is what? 15. So there are questions that will come and ask you, express 15 as a product of its prime factors. What they just simply means tell us, multiply the prime factors that give us 15. So the answer would be 3 times 5 is equals to 15. That would be the answer. So these are the prime factors of 15. Let's do another example. Find the prime factors of 18. Step 1, find the smallest number, the smallest prime number that can get into 18. 2 can get into 18. That's the smallest prime number that can get into 18. Then when you find that number, divide 18 by 2 and continue doing that until you're left with 1. So 2 into 18, you get 9. The smallest prime factor of 9 is what? 3. 3 into 9, you get 3. The smallest prime factor of 3 is 3. 3 into 3 is 1. So now we can see that 2 and 3 are the prime factors of 18 because we have a 2 here and these 3s, they're the prime factors of 18. So we can see that if you multiply 2 times 3 times 3, we get 18. So if we multiply 2 times 3 times 3, the product is 18. So if you are asked to express 18 as a product of its prime factors, they just want you to tell us what numbers prime numbers do you multiply to get 18. So the answer would be 2 times 3 times 3 is equals to 18. Now if I'm going fast, just slow the video down or just watch it multiple times. I don't think fast. I don't speak fast. You hear slow. So don't accuse me of speaking fast. I don't speak fast. Anyway, let's move on. So if you're asked for the prime factors of 18, don't say 3 and 3 and 2. Just say 3 and 2. Even if you're dividing it by 3 2 times, but you just say 2 and 3. Those are the prime factors of 18. There's no need to repeat it. But if you're asked to express as a product with prime factors, you have to multiply 2 times 3 times 3 for you to get 18. So this would be your answer. Now find the prime factors of 24. Now you do this one. Now I've done 2 examples for you. Do this one. Pause the video, do it, and then afterwards you can check the working that I'm about to show you now. Let's go. Find the smallest prime factor. Like I said, 1 is not a prime number. So in this case, it is 2. That's the smallest prime factor or the smallest prime number that can get into 24, right? Once you find that number, divide by the smallest prime factor. So 24 divided by 2, you get 12. And then the next thing is you just keep dividing the answers that you get by the smallest prime factor. How do you do it? 2 into 24, that's 12. So this answer that you get, you divide it by another. The smallest prime factor is 2. 2 into 12, that's 6. The smaller prime factor is 2. 2 into 6, that's 3. 3 into 3, that's 1. Are you tracking with me? I know you can't respond, but just check with me. Go with me. Now, we can see that 2 and 3 are the prime factors of 24. So 2 and 3 are the prime factors of 24. We can also see that if you multiply 2 times 2, that's 4, times 2, that's 8, times 3, that's 24. So if you multiply this 2 and this 2 and this 2 and this 3, the product is 24. So if you're asked to express 24 as a product of its prime factors, what you just simply do is just to show that 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 is equals to 24. That's your answer. So guys, that was it. That is it. That is how you can find the prime factors of any number. That's how you find the prime factors of any number. So if you have any questions, comments, please let them flow in the comment section below. But until next time, you guys subscribe. This is for free. You can't just watch this. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Please subscribe. Subscribe to these videos. Like, it's cost you nothing really of all this value that you're getting for free. So subscribe. And then join the community. I know some of you are part of our school, our online school, and this is like compulsory to watch these videos. But I also know that some of you are watching these videos because you're probably struggling with or you want to learn math on your own, or you're going to a different school but you're trying to get some more material to help you. It makes no difference. You are a family, and so we're one family. So make sure you subscribe, share, and like. Until next time. Bye. Peace.